Hey there, this is Brian, the host of My First Dungeon, and this is just a little preview of our Patreon-exclusive mini-series, The Wildsea Wreckage, featuring our very special guest, GM Felix Isaacs, the creator of The Wildsea. We had so much fun playing with Felix for this game. I'm sure you're going to love hearing this little bit of a preview. If you like what you hear, and I can guarantee that you will, head on over to patreon.com/many-sided-media and jump into the dice pool. There, you're going to find like 50 plus hours of bonus actual plays. There's so much cool stuff over there. Please head on over there and check it out. I cannot recommend it enough. And without further ado, check out this little preview of part 2 of the Wildsea Wreckage. This slaps.
We haven't done much yet.
We're in an upside down ship inside of a right side up ship.
Yeah, okay, that's fair. Yeah.
With lots of carcasses. It's
and
great.
I'm a moth guy again.
Brian's got to finagle, and he loves finagling.
So happy.
Well, yeah, things are about to get
Fucked.
Well, let's get back to the game. Yeah. All right, I'm ready when you are.
Yeah, all you.
In.
We return to the inside of this inverted ship. And the first thing I'm going to do is ask you about light, because currently you've only got this small section of corridor illuminated by firefly bulbs, that pale blue light, just enough to show off the hanging forms of ancient Ectus. But that light won't last forever, so I'm going to start track. It's a hidden track, which means you know about it, but you don't know how many boxes are on it. And that track is going to be until those firefly bulbs give out. Oh, no. So you can carry them with you for as long as you like, but at some point that light will go. At which point, or even before that, if you want to be safe, it may be worth investing in alternate light sources. But I'm marking the first box now. I'm going to call this track All Fireflies Die.
Red's looking at the firefly bulbs and is like grabbed one, is kind of shaking it and seeing like 1 or 2 fireflies go out inside of the hundreds inside.
No, don't shake. Don't shake.
Sorry.
They don't like that.
Mark the track again. No, how long have we got left? Well, let's find
I thought it was like those old batteries where you pinch the areas and it tells you how much time.
Like a
is
magic 8-ball.
What a great idea that just
that's
never
a
took
throwback.
off. I know, right? I have within my possessions some charts. Could I possibly use one of those to try to figure out the interior of this place?
Yeah, give it a go.
I've got a tapestry map and a faded branch map. What do you guys think would be?
I think a tapestry map actually would be really good here, because you've already introduced the idea that your own threads are good at reweaving things.
Yes.
You could, because normally a chart wouldn't tell you much about the interior of a vessel, but if you let your kind of Raveler threads explore a little, they could start making this tapestry map into something which helps you find your way, if you like, obviously.
Like they spread out down the hallways and stuff.
Yeah. My my entire cloak like fully unweaves, like, and the threads start going down all the different ways, like that Nicolas Cage movie Next, where, you know, he does all the different pathways.
Sure.
Deep cut.
I don't know anything about that. But, oh no, isn't that where he can see the future?
He can
You can see like 2 minutes in the
seconds.
future or
I've seen
something.
that.
Yeah.
There we go.
It has
okay,
the
there
worst
you go.
ending of any movie I've ever seen. I
Was
hate
it,
the ending of that movie.
Spoilers, but was it all a dream?
Yes. It was all
Like he was seeing all of it ahead.
Yeah.
he was
Yeah.
which is like the idea of it is cool, but then when you're actually in the movie, you're like, that was bullshit.
Yeah.
The worst.
I'll bet on the page it read great.
Yeah.
Okay, so can I do study? Yeah, meticulous recording. That feels right.
Yeah. Study sounds perfect.
I got 3. Instinct.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to give you a cut on this one. You can choose a cut of 1 if you want this to be potentially dangerous, or a cut of 2 if you want it to be safe.
Mm.
You know the answer.
Come on, Brian.
I've got 4 dice right now. I'm
Let's make it a 50-50.
Since I'm using my off the cuff trait, which allows my clothing to ripple with inner life, and also a chart, could that be 5 days?
Let's say yes. I'm going to be nice. Yes.
Wow.
I'll
I
do
would've said no.
I'll do cut of 1. I'll do cut of 1.
For danger.
You're doing
Love
a cut
danger.
of 1, you little monster.
I don't want cut of 2. That's terrifying. I remember what that feels like. It feels bad. Oh God. Okay. Well, it was 1, 1, 3, 5, 5. So cut of 1 gets rid of a 5. So I've got 5.
It's not a triumph. That's good. So a triumph with a twist.
With a twist.
Conflict with a twist in the end. Okay, brilliant.
Yes.
So the good part of your conflict is that your tapestry map is now going to slowly over time, as your threads explore, and I'm sure a few will kind of stay out there as you move, or could keep wriggling and writhing down alternating corridors as you traverse this corpse of
Oh, I
a
have
ship.
a twist pitch.
Oh, we'll get there in a second. Your tapestry map does indeed now give you a rough layout of the interior of this vessel. And you can use that as an advantage as things go on. That's brilliant. The downside is that for a few seconds, your threads are... Actually, no, let's handle the twist first for the downside. Yeah, what's the twist? Let's do the twist.
I think one or a cluster of threads not only get like taken out, but they get yanked out of you. Like you feel a hard yank of them.
I'm going to take that as a twist. Sorry, Red, but that twist is going to happen immediately because that was also part of the downside. Your tapestry map, as you're kind of watching it develop, there is a corridor on the tapestry map that just stops hard, and every other corridor is still spreading out and being woven into this map. And then you are yanked bodily off your feet in the direction of that corridor where those threads got stopped. The other three of you,
Red?
you see Red just hit the deck and get pulled across the ceiling/floor, slamming into a wall and then disappearing around a corner. Red take a mark of blunt damage.
To mark damage, I'm marking it on one of my aspects, right?
You are indeed.
Okay, cool. Oh, I forgot. I had another trait I could have used that would have helped. It's fine. Could I just, as I get pulled away, could I let some of my threads, like, would they still be able to follow the threads that I'm leaving behind?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, you're
Cool.
essentially trailing a kind of like a labyrinth of Crete style series of threads behind
God,
you
yes.
as you.
Perfect. That's what I want.
Yeah, brilliant.
Could I use one of my traits, Sundew Senses? You can instantly identify the presence and potential dangers of nearby predatory plants, no matter how well they're camouflaged, to see if what's taken Red is a little plant boy.
You can use Sundew Senses. You don't get the feeling that there are predatory plants within this ship, but you do, oddly enough, get a little weird flash of danger from back up on the top deck where you were.
Huh.
Oh.
Huh.
It's probably fine.
Yeah, it's probably
Do you
fine.
share that with the group, or do you keep that to yourself?
Kiri looks to Augusta because Wreck is gone and goes, Lograzio's probably can take on some mean plants, right?
Oh yeah, totally. I trust them. They've got it. They've
They
got
the
this
rats,
down.
and
They've
the
got
rats
the
have my
rats.
chopper.
Yeah,
I
I'm
think they'll
not
be okay.
concerned.
I'm not concerned.
Do we maybe want to check on Red?
Yeah. Let's go after Red.
Wreck is spitting.
Disappearing into just clang
We're
as
still
Red
just
bounces
chatting
off the wall.
casually.
We're like walking, meandering our way
Yeah.
along the path, and we're like, Red seemed real eager about this pathway.
You guys have a separate checklist for whose turn it is to save Red.
Save Red. Yeah. It's
Significantly
Rex Day today.
longer.
Yeah.
Also, Felix, something for you may want to use against us is I have the Titanic aspect, and I am not being careful in my pursuit.
Oh yeah, believe me, that is going to come into play at some point.
Hey Elliot, what does that mean?
You're an imposing presence, a weight on the world, and I'm just thinking about the fact that we're in like a ruin essentially, and I'm running around.
Good.
It's fine. It's fine.
Also,
It's fine.
the
It's fine.
lemur is loading ammo into my arm cannon while I run because I am worried about danger.
Look, Kiri, I don't want to miss out on any fun, beat 'em up situations.
we
I
can
think we
smash
should
something.
book it. Yeah, let's get
You guys
going.
want me smash? Hell yeah, let's go.
Let's trot.
We're running after Wreck.
Can I, as I'm getting, because I'm still getting pulled by my threads.
Yeah, Red, you're still getting pulled. As the others are discussing how they're going to, I do love this particular trope that you've developed for this crew. It's like something bad happens and you go, okay, how are we going to deal with this? Let's have a think about the most sensible way of dealing with
Measure
this.
twice,
You've done it with
once.
someone falling into the waves. You've done it with someone being pulled bodily around a corridor and disappearing out of sight.
We're going to work it out.
That's potentially dangerous. How are we going to deal with this safely?
As long as Wreck is like kind of in vision, we're like, okay, we're not that far behind.
Could I'd love to, because I got pulled off my feet. Could I try to get up back on my feet while still in this motion? Kind of like, I almost want to like water ski. Yeah.
Yeah. Go for it. Unless you've got a trait that will really help you there or an aspect that will really help you there, I'm going to make it a fortune roll.
I have a trait called Indomitable. You move with purpose, untouched by indecision in the face of certain doom.
In that case, make it a full roll. Go for it. That's perfect.
I've got 3 for flourish. This would probably be grace, but could I convince you on sharps?
Yes, you can convince one sharp.
I'll take it. Any cut?
Yes, a cut of 1, just because you are literally still being bodily pulled.
Okay. I got 4, cut of 1. Well, it's okay. I got 4, 4, 2, 1.
Okay.
So conflict with twist.
Yeah, it's the best and most common result in the Wildsea. Your conflict with the twist, the good side is you do indeed manage to make up into your kind of water skiing style position. The bad side is you're still slamming from wall to wall, and whatever is pulling you, it is way, way stronger than you. You could not arrest your motion here without severing that thread.
We need a twist as well.
Is it still tracking? Like, is my chart still like charting this stuff as I'm going?
Yeah, except now some of the corridors have kind of got off in weird directions as the charts, the threads are being pulled back with you as they're like, oh, there's something over here. So,
You've essentially got like a mini map, is what I'm imagining.
That's what it's like a fog of war mini map. I'm going to keep going with it because I'm more interested in the information than necessarily in my safety. So I'm going to stay on it, but I'm going to be prepared to cut it should the need arise.
Yeah. In fact, as you scramble to your feet and kind of stay roughly upright, you can see Wreck accelerating behind you because Wreck, you did say you were rushing after.
Yeah, running.
And I guess Augusta and Kiri, you'll be behind Wreck as this goes on.
Can I pitch? Because we love a twist that fucks us over. Can I pitch the twist that being banged around like this as Red goes, the Firefly ball that he is holding gets a little too knocked around and diminishes more and more.
I think at one point, actually, that's perfect. At one point, Wreck, as you turn a corner, you're moving through these kind of beautiful little dancing sparks, and Red,
because it had shattered.
That's because yours is just shattered, and there's just this kind of glow left behind you, and now you're moving through the pitch darkness.
I'm just holding one Firefly right up to my chart. Just, like, it's right up against my eye.
Like, come on, buddy.
The Firefly's literally talking to me.
Hey, buddy, what the fuck? I got a date tonight, man. My girl's back there.
No shit.
I have marked the all Fireflies die drag from now. Thank you, Augusta. That's perfect.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, who would you want to focus on? Red, do you want this horrible thing to happen to you first, or do you want the chance for others to catch up? I'll leave it up to you.
Let it happen to me first.
Okay, brilliant. In that case, the fact that you're now standing, or at least as close as you can be to standing as you're being pulled along, means that you are, even as a Mothrin, which are slightly diminutive compared to some of the Wildsea bloodlines, you're still head height with some of those hanging figures, and those hanging figures are still there. You collide into one of these semi-mummified ectus, and it bursts apart into kind of leathery dust and spines. Take a mark of spike damage as it does so. And yeah, you are covered in dead ectus, essentially.
Yummy.
Wreck, as you're following, and do you have all these Firefly bulbs? Do you have your own little pool of light?
I guess I have my own Firefly bulb, yeah.
Okay. As you're following, you see this dissipating cloud, but you also see, just as you move past at speed, almost so fast that you can't quite tell if you really saw it, the hand that was kind of gripping the floor ceiling it doesn't just fall. The fingers relax and it drops.
One of the ectases?
Yeah.
Oh, I shoot it.
Well, the thing is already gone. Like the rest of the Ectus body is a puff of dust.
Oh, it's
spines.
the one that he moved through. Okay, yeah. All right.
But the hand that was left over, instead of just like being ripped off, it gently releases itself and drops to the floor, where it bursts apart.
As I run by it, this giant Ironbound just does a very like and like steps over it and moves around.
Okay, perfect. Kiri and Augusta and Kiri, you are let's say half a corridor's length behind Wreck.
Mm-hmm.
And you become aware of two things as you're moving. First thing, do you have your own Firefly bulbs? Did you kind of pick them up as you scramble to chase Wreck and Red as they kind of run/are pulled away? Okay, so you have this pool of light around you as you move as well. One thing you realize is that you are already hopelessly lost. You've made several turns, and you know that Red is making this kind of weird thread-based mini-map. But if you didn't have that, it would be very hard to find where you were. This ship is large. You can tell from when you were on the kind of false deck, I guess. And every, let's say, like quarter of a stone's throw down the corridor, you have to like leap a little bulkhead where there's a door, because of course you're on the ceiling. So
right.
the lip of the door is... And this goes for you as well, Red. Every time you get pulled a little bit, you have to do a little hop over one of the bulkheads.
Mine's super fun.
So you're just straight up skiing. You're great.
I'm doing 360s, tail grabs.
But of course, what's making this probably slightly better is that Wreck has likely trampled some of these as he's moved through. So a few of them are just flat lips of metal that's ruined. Yeah. But the second thing I was going to say, as well as you being hopelessly lost with your little pools of light, is that the walls around you, you as you're moving, you get a sense that this is worryingly labyrinthine on the inside. There are cross corridors that you're not taking. There are stairwells leading up and down in some places. This ship, even though you are still probably nearish the edge of it, the deeper in you head, the harder it will be to find your way out.
And that is the end of this preview of part 2 of our Patreon exclusive miniseries, The Wildsea Wreckage, featuring guest Firefly Felix Isaacs. If you've gotten this far, I'm guessing you are already hooked, since you're listening to a 15-minute preview of part 2. Come on, head on over to patreon.com/manysidedmedia and jump into the dice pool to listen to this episode 1, as well as like 50 plus hours of bonus actual plays and other cool stuff. Or if you just want to hear this episode, head on over to patreon.com/manysidedmedia and check out our store, where you can buy the MP3 of just this episode if that's what you'd prefer. But for $5 extra, you can get like 50 more hours of stuff. So you should really just do that. But hey, I'm not going to fault you. You do whatever you want. Anyway, thank you so much for listening. Tune in next month to hear the third and final part of the Wildsea Wreckage.
If you're hearing this, that means you listened to every last second of this episode. And if you simply cannot wait until the next episode drops, you should head over to patreon.com/myfirstdungeonpod and become a member of the Dice Pool. Splash! For just a few bucks a month, you'll get cast talkbacks, original games, and a full-length bonus actual play each and every month. As of the end of 2023, there's already over 20 hours of bonus audio, plus a whole bunch of other goodies to enjoy. So head on over to patreon.com/myfirstdungeonpod and jump on into the Dice Pool. We'll see you there. Splash!